AM 560. The Answer.
Don't try to hit me in my soft spot, squirrel. It's not going to work. Not going to be distracted or cheered up. Although I am in Florida, and I'm listening to Depeche Mode. Never mind, squirrel. Let it go. Very good, very good. John in Palatine.
Hey, Sean. I came in on the tail end of your conversation with the editor from Epoch Times, and did he say that he thinks that the Supreme Court is going to or not going to accept the administration's argument about anchor babies?
He bet a stake on it, and he doesn't know how much I love steak. So if he loses, he's gonna be quivering when that bill comes. But if I lose, it'll be back to the roll-up windows.
But so did he opine or give more?
He thinks the Supreme Court will rule in favor of the anchor baby and the forever fraud Democrat mafia. And Sotomayor will celebrate with 3 desserts.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Could be worse. You could work the valet at the Supreme Court toilet in the women's room, and that would not be good for anybody. So look at the upside, John. Stay positive. You're not a bathroom attendant in Sotomayor's can. Thank you very much. George in Naperville. Squirrel, you
Sean, what do you think of violence interrupters being kung fu fighters?
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
I mean, that would be a little bit frightening to the bad guys.
Just a little bit frightening. Nice way to go, George, you sick bastard from the 70s. Anybody in the mood for the Warriors? Come out and play. And that's when at least the criminals had some sort of character and appreciation. I can remember a time when even the gang-banging low-life rats were Americans. Now, they've got this new Marxist mafia playing the race game. And, it's very interesting, Squirrel, when you think about it and you listen to the way in which they swindle. Here's a guy sitting there in a $6,500 suit, spends $37,000 a year on a fake mohawk that isn't straight. Brandon Johnson, right out in front of everybody, playing the race card.
So, yeah, it is personal. Black death has been, unfortunately, accepted in this country for a very long time.
That's interesting. It's accepted a lot more in Africa. Right now, as I speak to you, not only are the 54 countries that make up that continent all have a version of slavery out in the open right now, all 54. There are black Christians being slaughtered again by black Muslims. But, maybe it doesn't mean so much, Squirrel. After all, I'm a blue-eyed white devil, even though I hate white people. I hate white communists. I hate white Marxists, white socialists. I can't stand those rat bastards. One thing's for sure, this man is my brother. I don't even know him. His name is Ted Hayes. Ted Hayes is a very interesting guy. You see, Squirrel, he is not a blue-eyed white devil, but he is definitely an American. He's definitely my brother. He is somebody that is, by happenstance, organized with the National Center for Public Policy Research. But if you walk up to him, you wouldn't know it. He just looks like a nice older black guy. And he was at a gathering, and some of these BLM people said, we're going to get him. We're going to get him with slavery. Well, Ted Hayes says, I don't think the white guy is your problem. It appears to be a problem for thousands of years with the Islamo-Nazis.
Muslims, to this day, are enslaving black people in Africa. It was Muslims are the reason why we blacks are here in America today. Not because of what Christians, white people did to us.
Weren't those slave traders white men from Europe?
No, they were Muslims.
Arab slave traders.
Blacks and Muslims. The slave trade was going on long before white people, Christians or Jews, even showed up. In fact, from 700 AD, from what I can research, go Google stuff up. 18 million blacks were taken out of Africa into the eastern parts of Arabia and the east and so forth and so on. 18 million, whereas the whites and Christians bought about 13 million from the black and Muslim slave traders in the continent, the West African slave trade. But you never hear about that. You never hear that part. All you hear is what whites, Christians, and Jews did. The fault of white Christians and Jews is that they disobeyed the Torah. And for the love of money, to make profit, They abandoned what they had forsaken in Europe and took on the curse of Africa by buying slaves. But
Ted Hayes didn't expect that. The Marxist mafia thought that they have everybody just because of the color of their skin. You see, the reality is in this country, we not only were born of true equality at birth, now what you become as you get older, there's no guarantee. You may be dumb enough, crooked enough to be a Democrat, but at birth, you're equal. It's not until the outcome of your choices that your real character is revealed. And that's the beauty of America. See, we not only gave opportunity to all colors and races and religions, we're the ones that still have those foundations, and a lot of people you wouldn't suspect are proud of it, like Ted, and so many more. And then there's Whoopi. After all, she appears to be a white husband supremacist. 3 husbands, all of them as white as Elizabeth Warren's ass. Pasty white, all of them. And then she had that snippet with Ted Danson, who proves Ted Danson hates his penis.
But he is claiming that vandals are to blame. He says they illegally placed chemicals in the water and left a 300-foot gash in the pool.
In the pool. Was that a Bill Cosby? Did you just do a Bill Cosby? Don't you ever do Bill Cosby. He liked his women limp. Maybe Ted Danson did too. But if you're talking about pools, let's go to the architect of failure and fraud and mayhem, married to a more repulsive broad than Whoopi.
Being just cleaned and opened up a month ago, looks like nothing was done. It's real nasty.
The pool was closed for almost 2 years and underwent a $34 million renovation project.
It'd be nice if it was clearer water so that one could reflect without seeing the algae.
The first thought was, oh, that's kind of nasty.
That was Barack Obama. When he said it would only cost $5 million, he spent $34. Said it would only take 6 months, took 2 years. Like the Jane Byrne, took 10. Barack Obama piped in the water that was from what their version of a lake is, all filthy and despicable. And Big Donnie had to correct it. And so far, 6 Democrat sloths have been arrested for vandalism.
In April, you showed us pictures of what you were going to do at the pool, and you said you had a guy who was going to do it in a week for about $1 million.
Well,
it's been 2 months, $16.5 million.
Yeah, okay, ready? Barack Hussein Obama, have you ever heard of him?
Yeah.
He spent 2 years and over $100 million on trying to fix it. You know what happened to it? Never even opened.
Right.
He took the water from the river. You know about that, right? It turned out to be putrid, and it destroyed the whole thing. Spent over $100 million. Him and Biden together spent $147 million. You know what happened? Never opened. You don't mention that, right?
But
we spent about 10. Much of the money we spent are park workers. They're there whether they do this or not, as you know. They work in the park, and they're very good workers. They did a great job. So they were going to spend $300 to $400 million. You know that, and it was going to take 4 years. I spent about 6-7 weeks, and I spent probably in terms of outside, probably $10 million, around $10 million. They say 16, but a lot of that is workers that work for the same thing. So they were going to spend $400 million. I spent 10. They were going to.
Well, there's another thing that doesn't get pointed out. Donald Trump actually did something outside of suck-on government. He did something outside of fairy tales of Soviet promises of 5-year plans like Brandon Johnson and the guy who likes big butts and he cannot lie, Barack Obama. This is the difference. This is why they hate him. He is a producer. They are the parasites. 312-642-5600.
He will never negotiate his constitutional rights with the government. Live free or die on The Sean Thompson Show on AM 560. The Answer.